This exquisite piece sat unnoticed for its true value for almost 2 decades. It was a generous gift from my cousin Puppy. The faded signature on the front never really came up. I threw it in my cupboard. Then 20 years later rediscovered it. But this time, the signature caught my attention. I Googled it. Well, in 2003, the same year I received the Jesus action figure, it turns out that the man responsible for signing the Jesus action figure had just recently been elevated to a new status in the Catholic Church. For a brief moment, his name was everywhere. That name? George Pell, the Catholic Cardinal, and Archbishop George Pell. He hadn't been exposed as a cold-hearted, sadistic pedophile yet. I couldn't believe my luck. Not only did I have a new-in-the-box vintage Jesus action figure, but it was signed by convicted pedophile George Pell, Catholic Archbishop of Melbourne and Sydney, and at one time, number 3 in line in the Vatican. I decided to contact my local church, explain my situation, and express my concerns about the possibilities of my Jesus action figure now harboring malevolent, demonic, supernatural spirits or entities. They did not take this lightly and put me in contact with the South Australian Archbishop Patrick Michael O'Regan after an intense, prolonged discussion about religion. Archbishop Patrick O'Regan then went on to bless the Jesus action figure. Then, using his aspergillum, the Archbishop sprinkled holy water on the backside of the Jesus action figure. And for my own personal peace of mind, he signed it. Then, to my disbelief, he scribbled down the phrase,
"The power of Christ compels you."
I decided it would be in my best interest to have the Jesus action figure certified and authenticated. So I packaged it up and sent it to PSA, one of the most reputable signature authenticating companies whom are located in the USA. It would take over 3 months for the process to be completed and for the Jesus action figure to be returned to me. I'm currently in the process of having a custom-made vacuum-sealed clear perspex display case made in order to safely store and display the one-of-a-kind religious artifact for generations to come. I currently value it at, well, over $150,000.
Power of Christ compels you.
The Jesus action figure, along with its certification paperwork, were proudly on display in my home when what can only be explained as religious divine intervention took place. It was captured on a home security camera. Directly above the Jesus action figure and certification paperwork is a large crucifix. Watch as Jesus's eye sheds a teardrop of blood, which then penetrates through the bulletproof vacuum-sealed perspex display case and lands directly on top of the certification paperwork. A strange flash of light can then be seen as the teardrop of blood slowly seeps into the paperwork and manifests into a coffee cup stain. It ruins the inkwork on the certification paperwork. No sooner does the coffee cup stain appear, the crucifix then momentarily bursts into flames. This footage has been carefully studied and watched multiple times by a paranormal investigation team, and using high-tech equipment. What you're about to hear is audio paranormal investigators could decipher. Entities' voices could be heard, with sporadic children's laughter in the background. George Pell, the Cardinal, returns.
Kill
Paul. The last 2 words they picked up were kill Paul. This obviously did not sit well with me. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I will no longer be in a position to display these religious artifacts in my house. I have regrettably decided to put the signed and blessed Jesus action figure up for sale. If anyone is interested in purchasing the crucifix, that is also for sale. You can find both items for sale on Marketplace or eBay due to the certification paperwork being damaged. The price of the Jesus action figure has been adjusted accordingly. please understand that all sales will be final.
The power of Christ compels you!